brothers. There is tremendous enthusiasm amongst some abhyasis who like to continuously go on being attentive to the inner changes. But this does not come without a price. Constantly remaining involved within has its own consequences if we do not understand what is meant by remaining involved inwardly. For this to be understood, I think we have to understand the importance of observation versus witnessing. In observation, we are keen, we are active, we are focused on object of observation or upon the condition that we like to dwell upon, we are observing with intent. In witnessing, it's an inactive process. It happens to be. You are walking on the street, just an example, and all of a sudden you witness something. You did not anticipate, but you end up witnessing something that impresses you. While in observation, you are observing things with an intention, with a focus later on, see. So if we go on focusing on things throughout, that means so much of effort will be involved in it and you'll be drained. Mind cannot handle so many things at the same time. If anything has to become natural, sahaj, then it has to arrive at a state of automatic action. Automatism should be established. How is it possible? Let me give you one small example of bicycling. As children, we learned how to pedal our cycles. If you recollect, there were 4 wheels, too big and too small. Later on, you graduate from 4 wheels to 3 wheels, and then 3 wheels to 2 wheels. In the beginning, there is so much of an effort. Someone has to hold your bike and then walk, run with you. Then a time comes, you are able to pedal it yourself. Then you are able to cycle around the block in the village, on the street. A time comes, you go to school on your bike with your friends, singing songs, not paying much attention anywhere. You are just happy. At that time, now, you make no efforts at a mental level. It just happens. Same thing happens when we learn first time driving a car. There's so much of effort involved in it. You have to struggle with where is the accelerator, where is the shift, where is this, where is that. So many switches. You look at the mirror on both sides. Many people get nervous also. So your mind is preoccupied in this initiatory action, initiatory process. But then soon it becomes automatic. Same thing with typing. You struggle, oh, where is A, where is U, where is K? And afterward, you are able to go on like this with much effort. without much effort. So mastery comes in establishing automatism in whatever we do, where we don't have to drain consciously so much. So Sahaj Marg also teaches us that whatsoever we do, if interest and joy and love is infused in that action, we learn it fast. Imagine you had to be, hit on the head again and again for typing wrongly, or not paying much attention while driving or bicycling. Then, we don't have to be taught that way. Same thing with Sahaj Marg, you see. The interest, the joy, it must pull us into doing things, so that efforts, so-called unnecessary indulgence can be avoided. So we strive to come to this natural state, effortless state. In whatsoever we meditate, it must become effortless. Cleaning also. In the evening, even before we make up sankalpa, the cleaning starts. In Satat Smaran also, initially it's an effort. Afterward, it's natural. Because it has already resulted in loving an individual who has been bestowing us with so much of sublime conditions. We don't have to remember again and again once this bond is established. So, focusing on condition again and again, trying to hold on to it, it's a good thing in the beginning, but not to that extent that you get headache. We don't want such sort of holding of condition. That will not help us hold at all. You lose it actually. That's why one of the sutras from Patanjali's Yoga Sutras is called Prayatna Sithilikaran. Prayatna means effort. Sithilikaran or Saithilikaran is to allow them to be relaxed, to the extent that you should not feel any prayatna being done, efforts being done. Drop all those efforts. Simplest example is going to bed. With the sankalpa and a struggle, I'm going to fall asleep in 5 minutes, and 5 hours can go. More efforts are made trying to sleep faster. You will only postpone or delay your sleep. Same thing happens in meditation also. I would like to arrive at such a beautiful state instantly, and you try so hard. This trying spoils everything. Be receptive, but don't go on trying. So I wanted to share this much with you today. Now, some practical things. During Babuji's lifetime, he had introduced Sahaj Marg Patrika. We used to have 10 rupee or 15 rupee subscription per year. And later on, Corpus was introduced during his lifetime only. And that had, I think, hardly 250 rupees for lifetime membership. We continued to enjoy the benefit of those 250 rupees till, God knows, until Master introduced a new scheme of Sahaj Shishu, and then constant remembrance, and then a lot of books, lifetime corpus. Then magazines in multiple languages were introduced. The latest was audio-visual corpus. If we calculate it economically, we have already given more than 30,000 rupees worth of merchandise to all the corpus members per head. Though this corpus membership has helped us start new projects, but now they have become the drains. So I request all those corpus members to individually, voluntarily, if they like, they can surrender their corpus membership. If you like, I am not forcing anyone. I am not begging anyone either. I am only requesting. Number two, with heartfulness movement, in order to make it simpler, easier for people to participate in group satsangs, we decentralized. The benefit was to a lot of old folks and old timers who found it difficult to go to ashrams. For them, this was a boon. So this decentralized approach will continue. But for the center to come together once in a month will be appropriate. I think it will help. So I recommend every second Sunday to be that, not only full day or half a day, but all abhyasis can come together in that center every second Sunday. Now, this year is ending. It's time for subscribing to our Heartfulness magazine. We are collecting subscription of Heartfulness magazine. You can choose, either it can be directly delivered to your home or to the ashram, from where you can pick it up on every second Sunday. Or if you happen to be going there on all Sundays, then you can pick it up whenever it arrives. So this is all I had to share with you. I'll be sitting here for a few minutes. I don't think I can entertain meeting all, but it will be a good opportunity for me if you can subscribe at least for 2 years or 3 years in a row, and I'll receive your subscriptions. I'll be sitting right here in front of you. So you can make maybe 7 or 10 queues and keep on handing over the forms. Or if you like, you take your time, fill up the forms, and I meet you all again at 11 o'clock. I think that will be better. Okay. Thank you.